around here. You're going to catch your death of cold." "Waiting for a buddy. We've decided to hold a symposium, the two of us. Give me a cigarette, will you? It's not for me. My friend is the one who smokes. I always tell him it's bad for him, but he'll hear nothing of it." I smirked and gave him a cigarette, then walked away from the entrance and lit up myself. I took a couple of drags and fell to thinking, listening to the crackling of cigarette paper and dry tobacco. The foundation pit, huh? It was right across the street from the local supermarket where I was heading. At one point, an ambitious development company had decided to build a modern, attractive multi-story building in our backwater. It had bought out a bunch of private homes, surveyed the land, and began to excavate a foundation pit. But something hadn't panned out on their end. More precisely, something literally flamed out. One night, their office downtown caught fire. Perhaps competitors were to blame, or a short circuit, or maybe a combination of the two. So the company had vanished into oblivion, leaving behind nothing but a foundation pit. You can guess who immediately took a liking to this local monument. It's true that every man is a former kid, but the kids from our neighborhood did everything they could in order to stay at that tender age forever. And any half-destroyed or half-built property in the vicinity seemed to help their cause. Very well, I'd have to stop by the foundation pit on the way home from the store. Boris was a good kid, if somewhat mischievous. God forbid something happened to him. The supermarket was on the first floor of a 5-story building, well off the beaten path. Next to it was the ring road, followed by lane after lane of dilapidated log huts, echoing with guard dogs' indistinct, sad barking, and filling the air with the woody scent of heated bathhouses. I had time to smoke 2 cigarettes before I reached the shop entrance. Inside, some kids were jostling each other by the vending machine. "Hey guys, have you seen Boris from number 8? One of the kids raised his head in obvious resentment. "Boris? Boris Korshunov?" "Yes, Korshunov. His mum's looking for him." "No, haven't seen him." Shit. Now I'd need to cross that street and get myself over to the foundation pit. There was only one streetlight there, and it only illuminated part of the pit. At least I had a flashlight on my phone. I wandered through the aisles, tossing simple food into my basket. Some sausages, 3 bottles of beer, a packet of macaroni, and a bottle of mayo. As I approached the register, I stopped by the stand holding the deodorant. I did need some. I was almost out. That took care of it. It had gotten cold outside. I raised my hood and shifted the flimsy plastic grocery bag so it was more comfortable to hold, then set off for the edge of our world. Before crossing the street heaving with heavy-duty traffic, I looked both ways a few times. This was a place where you needed to teach the kids the rules of the road, under conditions that were, shall we say, reminiscent of war. I managed to get across without any mishaps and heaved a sigh. The streetlight flickered hostilely in unison with my thoughts and blew out. Great. I turned on the flashlight on my phone, but predictably I couldn't see more than 5 yards in front of me. I tried to peer through the dark for a while, but nothing useful came of that. I swore and put away my useless phone. "Boris! Boris!" The last thing I wanted to do was climb down into the pit on the slippery frozen ground. I was tempted to give the whole mission a miss and head off home. I mean, really, was I ultimately responsible for other people's brats? Just do a better job raising your kids and don't hassle your helpful neighbors. It was warm and cozy at home right now. I could go home, cook some macaroni and sausage, turn on a TV show, and enjoy it all with a beer. "I'm over here." Damn it. I'd planned it all out so nicely in my head. "Boris, where are you?" As if. Now the kid was silent. I had a feeling that today I'd need to personally take care of his upbringing.